Live from the penthouse studios of WWHTZ, the Flamethrower. It's the nearly famous, highly outrageous, but never ever contagious Z Morning Zoo.
Scott Shannon and his Morning Zoo at New York's Z100 forever changed the face of FM radio. His personality-driven morning show ushered in a new era, which would ultimately shape contemporary radio. The son of a career Army soldier, he spent his youth moving from one town to another, soaking up the local radio scene, listening to Robert W. Morgan, the real Don Steele, and Bill Drake.
You would listen to the music on the radio.
His first big break at age 17 was on WABB in Mobile, Alabama.
This is the Scott Shannon program on Mobile's much more music station, WABB.
It's 9 p.m. in the Port City. The name of the song is Nobody But Me, baby. The human beings from up around Ohio, number 17 in the Box 30 survey. Fastest mouth in the South on a Wednesday night. Yo, man, Super Shan 902 WAB ball fun time.
He was Super Shan, 7 to midnight, 72 share. From there, it was on to Memphis, Nashville, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and Tampa, where he created the successful 4-hour daily party on the radio known as the Morning Zoo. The Morning Zoo was an instant hit. Its success story spread like wildfire all across the country. It wasn't long before Scott received a fantastic offer to bring his Morning Zoo to the Big Apple.
Some may say goodbye and good riddance, but for thousands others, it was an emotional, sad farewell as co-keeper of the Q Zoo, Scott Shannon, bid final farewell.
Scott Shannon was leaving. New York was calling.
I'm out of here.
Z100, a former jazz station with the worst ratings in New York City, was ready to create radio history. It was the right time, the right place, and the right format. Scott Shannon's Morning Zoo took the station from worst to first in 74 days, stayed there for the next 16 of 20 Arbitron books.
No, it's not a fancy new car or a secret weapon being developed by the Pentagon. It's a comparatively new radio station in our town that's managed to climb from the bottom of the heap to the top of the pile.
From worst to first in 74 days. That's got to be some kind of a radio record.
Tonight, in the first part of my special report, we look at what it takes to be the #1 DJ in the #1 market.
The one attracting the most these days is WHTZ, also known as Z100. This man, right now, that you've seen, is Scott Shannon, program director and part of the early morning team known as the Z Morning Zoo.
Scott Shannon's next up.
That's right. He's going to tell us how his station went from worst to first, and a whole lot of other things, too, we think.
Looks like a happy guy.
They did it. They went from worst to first. WHTZ came in first for the fall numbers for radio. This is a 2-month ratings period with a 6.2 share. And what's really amazing is that they just signed on the air in August, and now they're #1 overall. They beat out everybody.
Then it was out to Los Angeles for the birth of a brand new radio station. Pirate radio was a rock and roll revolution.
Southern California, it's time to wake up.
Welcome to the jungle.
Capitalizing on the resurgence of hard rock in the late 80s, pirate rock quickly took Los Angeles by storm, and Shannon continued to write radio history. After his successful run in Los Angeles, Scott, wife Trish, and daughter Kathleen moved back to New York, where Scott was recruited to become the morning man and PD for the legendary WPLJ.
Some people ask why I'm on WPLJ when I used to knock PLJ. Well, this is not the old PLJ. It's a completely different radio station. Rod Stewart, Madonna, Phil Collins, hit music for grown-ups. I mean, I've grown up some myself, and I don't want to hear a lot of rap or hard stuff. I think other people feel the same way. So what I'm saying is, give us a try. The new 95.5 PLJ. We think you'll like it. How was that?
Good job, Dad.
Scott was joined by veteran DJ, actor, and voice talent Todd Pettengill. Today, WPLJ is a New York City radio icon, and Scott and Todd in the morning anchor the station with legions of loyal fans.
You want divas? 95.5 PLJ's got them.
Stop in the name. Wait a minute, how come you get to be Diana Ross?
Because I got the words.
Well, I got the moves.
I got to go.
Oh, now she's going solo.
Scott and Todd in the morning.
Todd, I'm worried.
Don't worry. After the vote, we get the $1 million.
But that Susan's got me scared.
No, but I'm dating her.
What?
That's in a bag, Kimasabi. What about Sean? Only up to L in the alphabet.
Kelly, in the alliance. Wait a minute, Rudy.
I ain't sure about him, but I know we got the guy with the goofy hat.
Goofy hat?
I don't even know what I'm doing on this island, but those radio guys, they gotta go.
Scott and Todd, still surviving. Mornings, PLJ.
So you had everybody, huh?
They didn't like you.
Me? Maybe if you keep your pants on.
Maybe if you took yours off.
As a successful program director and top air personality, Shannon continues to influence radio today. He's received many prestigious awards, including multiple Billboard Air Personality of the Year titles, and was named one of radio's top disc jockeys by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Scott's influence on contemporary radio can be heard on stations across the country. For his passion, his innovation, and his success in radio, we congratulate Scott Shannon as the newest member of the NAB Broadcasting Hall of Fame.